all of a sudden, right, I'm doing that thing, and then I ended up getting married. Got married, and then we had a kid. I bought a house, and I turned around, and I'm like, okay, I got real, like, adult bills. I got a little kid. I got mouths to feed. And so at the time, my kid's mom was a porn star. So I was like, well, you're not going back to work. So you're not going to do that. So I got this.
Your wife was balling?
She did well. But I mean, that when you do that kind of stuff, you don't, it owns you. You don't own it, right? It's not like, oh yeah, I do that because I'm fun. There's no such thing as like, I'm a famous, but it's like,
bro, I forgot your ex-wife was a porn star.
Yeah. So it was a matter of, hey dude, I'll pay the bills. And I'm like, all right, I got a house, I got a kid. And all right. So got cut out of my contract, lost a stupid fight on a dumb draw, split. So I'm like, okay, here we go. My manager goes, hey bro, you can try to get you back in. The Ultimate Fighter is doing like a whole other thing. They can get you back in, but they're going to own your rights in the universe, and they're not going to pay you what I think you're worth. So as a good manager would do, he's like, I'll get you in some other circuits. You'll make good money, and then you can get back and go UFC, whatever you want. So I was like, all right. And then I ended up going to Dream, and I'm like, bro, they're notorious for not paying people. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm going to work it out though. Don't worry. He's like, we'll make sure that your show money gets into an account first. So I'm like, all right. We get there, do the whole camp, get to Tokyo, and he goes, hey, didn't put the money in the account, so you're not going to fight. And I'm fighting Shinya Aoki. So I'm like, bro. And at the time, no one's working other than myself. And when you fight, you get a big paycheck, and then whatever you sustain until sponsors, and then another one. So I'm like, hey, bro, I'm doing a loan modification on my house. It was right when if you saw that movie, The Big Short, I had a negatively amortized fixed arm loan, which I had no idea what that meant. So every month, my mortgage kept going up. And I'm like, bro, who could pay I was like $7,000 mortgage a month. I'm like, what? So I was trying to do a loan modification. Mind you, I am not like a finance guy. So I'm trying to figure it out. And then that company was like, hey, you have to have seasoned accounts. You have to have money in this. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm getting a check. And then the check didn't come. And I'm like, hey, bro, I'm going to lose my house. And it dawned on me at that point, hey, dude, my financial and my family's financial security is no longer in my hands. It's in this dude's hands. And he seems kind of shady. And I went to right before I did that, I went to a kid's birthday party and I had my son with me. And the guy who ended up franchising LA Boxings, Anthony Geisler, he decided he's there. And he goes, what's up, bro? And I'm, Anthony, how you doing, bro? And he goes, bro, I have to ask. Every time I see you, you shake my hand, you remember my name. And he goes, I've met Tito, I don't know how many times. And he always introduced himself. And he's like, that. And I go, yeah, bro, but we're family. Like you did LA Boxing, and that's where I got started. And he goes, I love it. Gives me his card and goes, hey, I'm hiring for the director of instructor training. So this was before I did my training camp. So I'm like, bro, I make 6 figures and I just sit on my couch, beat up my friends. And he goes, but you can't do that forever. And I was 30 something. That didn't really make sense.